In today's lesson, we're going to be able to solve a system of linear equations by the substitution method. In our previous lesson, we learned how to solve a system of equations by graphing and finding their solution. This time, we're not going to deal with the graph of an equation of the system. We're just going to deal with working with them algebraically. So here we have the two equations, y equals 2x plus 4 and 3x plus y equals 9. Whenever we're dealing with systems of equations, we'll want to use the substitution method when we have an x equals equation or a y equals equation. If you notice here in the example, I colored the y's in blue because obviously they are the same thing. 3x plus y equals 9 and y equals 2x plus 4. However, if I were to deal with just this one equation, there's no way that I could solve for both variables at the same time. So instead of having an x or a y, I choose to only have an x or I choose to only have a y. So if you notice, y and 2x plus 4 are equal to each other. That means I can replace one with the other. So if I take this equation, 3x plus y equals 9, I can replace y with what it is equal to. So I like to put a little box around that because that's something that's going to go away. So I bring down my 3x, and this time I'm going to substitute what y is equal to. And y is equal to 2x plus 4. So I'm going to stick in a 2x plus 4, and then I'll continue my equation equals 9. If you notice now, by the substitution that we have done, there is no longer any y variables in our equation. So now we can just solve like normal for x. So 2x and 3x is 5x plus 4 equals 9. When we take away 4, we get 5x equals 5. And we divide by 5 and we get x is equal to 1. But we're not done because remember, a solution to a system is an xy coordinate. So at this moment, all we know is that x is equal to 1. Well, how do we find what y is equal to? Well, we take our x equals 1, and we go into one of the original equations. It doesn't matter which one we choose, as long as we choose one of them. So I'm going to choose y equals 2x plus 4, just because I feel like it, not because of any other particular reason. And I substitute into that formula. Y equals 2 times 1 plus 4. Y equals 2 plus 4, so y equals 6. And now we have our solution. The solution to this system is the coordinate 1, 6. So here's example 2. So in example 2, we have the two equations, y equals 5x minus 10 and y equals 3x. Now this one looks a little bit different from the other one we've been working with, but that's okay because we have at least one y equals equation. Okay, and remember, our job when we're looking for substitution is to see, do I have an x equals or a y equals equation? So I do. I know that y is equal to 3x. Let's just start there. I also know that y is equal to 5x minus 10, so we need to do something with that. Let's take the equation y equals 5x minus 10. In this equation, how it is right now, I have two variables, and I don't want to work with two variables because I can't do anything. So I take what I know. I take the equation I didn't use, and I work with it. I know that y is equal to 3x. So instead of a y right here, I'm going to put a 3x. And that equals 5x minus 10. All I did was stick in the 3x for y. And now I go ahead and solve. I subtract 5x. So I have negative 2x equals 10. Negative 10, excuse me. Divide by negative 2. And I have x equals 5. So far, I have my x coordinate. And now I deal with my y. I'm going to pick any equation I want as long as it's the original. So maybe I'll do y equals 5x minus 10. And now I'm going to substitute my x equals 5 into the equation. Y equals 5 times 5 minus 10. Y equals 25 minus 10. So y equals 15. So my coordinate, or my solution, is 5, 15. Here is the did you get it? So this time you're given x equals y minus 2 and 4x plus y equals 2. Do your best to solve the system of equations using the substitution method you've just seen. Rewind the video if you need help, but remember your job is to substitute. So remember, try to use what you know. Try to have this done for tomorrow. Come in and the first thing you'll see is the answer key on the board, so make sure you have this with you when you come into class tomorrow. Have a good day.